a production of the New Jersey Courts.
As a member of the judiciary, we constantly have to look at ourselves in the mirror and take an assessment of the practices that we're doing and and ask ourselves consistently, are we making our channels available to everyone?
When someone goes to court and sees someone that just in terms of it's just looking like them, more diversity, it's nice. It feels more welcoming. I looked at the statistics on the Judiciary website. Mandarin Chinese after Spanish is the most requested translator.
First and foremost, I think is communication, especially again with the communities that you're trying to serve. There are some communities, I'll speak for instance, from my own heritage, for the Asian communities, for whom historically and culturally the legal system, lawyers and judges didn't play quite the same role that it does for those of us who were brought up in Western civilization, where it does have that prominent role. And it may take some additional communication and observation and giving the communities the opportunity to observe the legal system for them working, for them to realize the importance of the legal system and why it is in their interest to develop that understanding.
The court, just as all forms of government, should really be reflective of the community that it serves. And when it doesn't, it leaves a question mark in the user as to how effective it is, how fair it is. And I think by breaking down those barriers and opening up access for all, not for people who just work in the judiciary, but for people who use it, who are the users of the courts, it's extremely important. I mean, because the one thing I think that we want to instill in the litigants is confidence in the system. Because if they don't have the confidence in the system, then I think as a system we've failed.
Well, we always say that it's important for the legal system and all our public institutions to reflect the community that it serves. I think it's especially important for the judiciary and the legal system to be seen by the community as reflecting the community that it serves and that it protects.
We are always looking for pipeline to have more people vested, more law students, high school students. And I think it's just so important because, I feel like a lot of people maybe go towards other more lucrative careers. I feel that right now we are at such a critical point because there are just so few Asian Americans in positions of power in this state. And New Jersey being 10% Asian American, that's just insane to me how that is, we're not being represented at all. And again, I'm not saying it's anyone's fault. It's just we have to work collectively to just increase those numbers so it's more representative of the state that we are in.
And since I'm a law professor, I can observe the number of lawyers available for the community should be somewhat reflective of the community. I remember when I started in law school about 40 years ago, the number of Asians in my law school class was quite small, 5 or 6. Now, as I watch the graduating classes, Asians are 15 to 20% of the class, and that's a good thing. I also want to stress, even apart from lawyers, those with the JD, it's important that in judicial administration, which very often is the public face of the legal system, to a lot of members of the public, that they also reflect and are sensitive to the need for communication and understanding with various communities.